Characteristics of Philodendron verrucosum. The Philodendron verrucosum belongs to the Eraceae family. This tropical vine boasts large, velvety green leaves with striking light green veins and a burgundy-colored underside. The leaves are heart-shaped and have a lush, velvety texture, making them a pleasure to touch and admire. On occasion, this plant surprises you with delicate white and pink blooms during the summer months. However, it's important to note that both the plant and its blooms are toxic to pets and people, so it should be kept out of their reach. See more 623 species in genus Philodendron at monsteraholic.com. How to care for Philodendron verrucosum. Caring for the Philodendron verrucosum requires patience and attention to detail. This tropical plant thrives in warm temperatures and moderate to high humidity levels. Here are some essential care tips to keep in mind. Light. Provide bright, indirect lighting for your Philodendron verrucosum, mimicking the filtered sunlight it receives in its native habitat. Avoid direct sunlight, as it can scorch the leaves. Soil. Use a well-draining soil mix, such as a combination of potting mix and cocoa coir, orchid bark, or peat moss. This ensures good aeration for the roots and prevents the soil from becoming waterlogged. Water. Keep the soil consistently moist, but avoid overwatering. Water the plant when the top few inches of soil feel dry to the touch. Ensure proper drainage to prevent waterlogging, as this can stress the plant and lead to root rot. Temperature and humidity. Maintain temperatures between 68 to 78 degrees Fahrenheit for optimal growth. High humidity is crucial for this tropical plant, so consider placing it near a humidifier, using a pebble tray, or keeping it in a terrarium. Fertilizer. Feed your Philodendron verrucosum monthly during the spring and summer with a fertilizer formulated for plants in the Eraceae family. Follow the instructions on the fertilizer package, as over-fertilizing can damage the plant. How to propagate Philodendron verrucosum. If you want to expand your Philodendron verrucosum collection or share its beauty with friends, propagation is a great option. Here's how you can propagate this plant easily. Take a 6-inch cutting from a healthy vine, ensuring it has at least one node and one leaf. Cut just below the node. Choose either the water propagation method or planting in moist soil. If using water, place the cutting in a glass, ensuring that only the node is submerged. Change the water weekly. For soil propagation, plant the node in moist soil. Place the cutting in a bright area with indirect sunlight. Increase humidity by using a plastic bag or misting the plant regularly. Roots should develop within a couple of weeks. Once well-rooted, you can plant the cutting in a pot with well-draining soil. Potting and repotting Philodendron verrucosum. As your Philodendron verrucosum grows, you may need to repot it to provide ample space for its roots. Here's how to pot and repot this stunning plant. Choose a pot that is a few inches larger than the current pot, ensuring it has good drainage holes. Gently remove the plant from its current pot, taking care not to damage the roots. Tap the pot and slide the plant out. Replant the Philodendron verrucosum in the larger pot, using fresh, well-draining soil. Ensure the roots are spread out and covered with soil. Water the plant thoroughly after repotting and continue regular care, as outlined above. Overwintering Philodendron verrucosum. When winter arrives, you'll need to make some adjustments to ensure your Philodendron verrucosum stays healthy. Here's how to overwinter this tropical plant. Stop fertilizing the plant and reduce watering frequency slightly, allowing the soil to dry out a bit more between waterings. Keep the plant away from cold drafts and maintain consistent temperatures above 60 degrees Fahrenheit. If you live in a climate with freezing temperatures, avoid moving the plant outdoors during winter. How to get Philodendron verrucosum to bloom. While the Philodendron verrucosum is primarily known for its stunning foliage, it can produce beautiful pink and white blooms similar to peace lilies. Here's how to encourage blooming. Ensure the plant receives plenty of humidity and warm temperatures, replicating its natural habitat. Fertilize the plant monthly during the spring and summer months to provide the necessary nutrients for flower production. Common problems with Philodendron verrucosum. Despite being a relatively low-maintenance plant, the Philodendron verrucosum can encounter a few issues. Here are some common problems and their solutions. Yellowing leaves. This often indicates overwatering. Allow the soil to dry out before watering again, and ensure the potting mix is well draining. Avoid waterlogged conditions to prevent root rot. Leggy stems. If your plant stems become leggy, it is likely not receiving enough light. Move it to a brighter location with indirect sunlight to promote more compact growth. Brown, dry leaf edges. This indicates a lack of water. Check the soil moisture and increase watering if needed. You can also increase humidity by using humidifiers or placing the plant on a tray of pebbles and water. Is Philodendron verrucosum rare? Yes, Philodendron verrucosum is considered rare in cultivation. Its striking appearance, characterized by velvety green leaves with prominent veins and red undersides, along with its relatively limited availability in the market, contribute to its rarity. Philodendron enthusiasts often seek out this plant for its unique foliage, which adds a touch of exotic beauty to indoor plant collections. Due to its popularity among collectors, it may be challenging to find Philodendron verrucosum for sale and may command higher prices when available. Philodendron varieties and similar plants. The Philodendron verrucosum has a few notable hybrids and closely related plants that you might find interesting to explore. Philodendron majestic. This hybrid is a cross between Philodendron verrucosum and Philodendron sodaroi. It inherits the beautiful veining and velvety texture from its verrucosum parent, while also showcasing characteristics of the sodaroi parent. The Philodendron majestic is highly sought after for its unique appearance and is known for its high price tag. Philodendron splendid. Another hybrid of Philodendron verrucosum, this time crossed with Philodendron Melanochrysum. The splendid variety features elongated heart-shaped leaves with the same velvety texture as its verrucosum parent. The leaves have a dark green color with stunning light veining, making it a visually captivating plant. If you're looking for alternatives or similar plants that offer a similar aesthetic but at a more affordable price point, consider the following options. Philodendron micans. This is an excellent alternative for those who admire the velvety foliage of the Philodendron verrucosum but want a more budget-friendly option. Philodendron micans features heart-shaped leaves with a velvety texture, similar to verrucosum. The leaves have a gorgeous, deep green color with bronze undertones. It is a trailing plant that looks stunning in hanging baskets or cascading from shelves. Philodendron pink princess. If you're drawn to the striking colors of Philodendron verrucosum, you might also appreciate the beauty of the Philodendron pink princess. This variety features heart-shaped leaves with stunning variegation, showcasing shades of pink, green, and white. It adds a unique pop of color to any collection and is highly sought after by plant enthusiasts. Philodendron verrucosum versus gloriosum. Unlike Philodendron gloriosum, which creeps along the ground, Philodendron verrucosum takes on a climbing nature, producing increasingly larger leaves as it ascends. Its optimal growth occurs when it clambers up a moss pole or another vertical support structure, thriving in such an environment. Philodendron verrucosum versus L. Choco red. My Philodendron verrucosum is a total showstopper. The velvety, deep green leaves shimmer with an almost iridescent quality, especially in bright, indirect light. It's like having a piece of living jewel tone in my home. Philodendron L. Choco red, on the other hand, has a more subdued charm. The leaves are a gorgeous reddish-brown, and while they don't have that same shimmer, they do have a subtle, velvety sheen that makes them incredibly soft to the touch. I find myself running my fingers across them all the time. Philodendron verrucosum versus incensi. Both the verrucosum and the incensi have stunning, deeply lobed leaves, but the texture is where they really differ. The verrucosum, as I mentioned before, is velvety and luxurious. The incensi, however, feels more substantial. Its leaves are a rich, almost leathery green with a subtle pebbled texture.